Hi Cancer, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your August read. General reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus energy only. I'm going to be doing a astrology reading hopefully by the end of the week. So I'm going to pull some Lenormand, get some outlying energies, then go to relationship. Then I'm going to timestamp for career, okay? So if you're not interested in relationship, you'll be able to fast forward. Remember guys, the energies can always be vice versa. Check your rising sun, moon sign, and Venus for the fullest messages. Okay. Let's see what we got for our Cancer friends. Start with the Lenormand and then we'll pull some runes. Okay, first we have mice, man, and mask. Okay, all right. So let's get those. We'll pull 3 runes. Okay, let's bring these over here. So this will be up here. We have a horse. And we have wood. That's an earth. So we have a heaven, we have an earth sign. Okay, we have red, we have journey, which is also an earth sign. Goes with the mask, okay. All right, we have the North Node, so we're going to be learning something. We have the second house of resources, and we have Virgo. Good, I like that there's a Virgo energy here. Virgos are the problem solvers. Okay. Aquarius, about the future. Yeah, I feel like you're a little concerned about the future here. It's very interesting. I'm going to connect this first I'm going to connect it for a relationship, okay? And when I get to the career section, I'll come back around and address this, but address it again. All right, but we have the horse energy, this is about progress, future, change. This is again from the heavenly family. This is about movement and trust, this rune. I don't know if you could see it there. Small, okay. And we have the mice. So there is something like a little nagging aspect in your life where there's an issue. Something is gnawing at you, Cancer, that's not going away. It's just like it won't leave you alone, and it's troubling your mind. It's definitely troubling your mind, but I feel like the trouble is your life progressing forward. You are worried about your future. You're worried about change. You're worried about movement. You're worried if you can trust the energies that you are involved with right now. In relationship, there isn't. Relationship, we have a man here. So if you're a man watching this, this can be you. If you're a man watching this and you're in a same-sex relationship, this can be your partner. If this is a woman, this could be your male partner. Okay, so the man is looking, as we have to understand, Lenormand is different than tarot. They communicate with each other. So everything that I just said about this nagging aspect, this man is looking at it. This man is considering it. So this could be this aspect in your life that's nagging at you, this particular relationship, right? Where you might be feeling unsure of a relationship, but the rose is what binds you, and this energy is very determined and very passionate. But now we have the rune that we have is wood, and how appropriate. I mean, it's not to be like rude, but yes, that's like where it actually came from, like wood having to do with the male appendage. But this has to do with energy and positivity and lust, guys. Yes, it does have to do with like lust and sex, but it also has to do with rapport and connection. So I feel like there's definitely a very strong connection here. There's a lot of attraction, but it's not just physical. I mean, you feel a real connection to this person, but there's something nagging at you about the connection that you guys have, about where is it going, what's happening with the future. And then we have the mask energy, right? And we have that with journey, and journey's about messages and career, all right, for some of you, but this is about taking the right action so that you're in control. Now we have the mask, which I think is very interesting. Because on the one hand, because it's next to the man, this can indicate, and this is going to resonate with some of you one way, others of you another way, but this person can be fake. Someone presenting one face, but hiding another, being, basically wearing a false mask, not in a great way, or maybe not in such a bad way, or this can be you. This energy can project your emotions or hide them. Are you in a position where you feel the need to assume a different role in your life for some reason? you know, what's going on here? Maybe you're doing it because you feel like it's the only way for you to feel like in control of something. But that's what we have with the journey energy. So there's definitely this mask being worn. Either this person who you're dealing with, you are wondering if either, because if you know you're not wearing a mask, you better be questioning this energy here. For sure, because this can indicate somebody wearing a false mask, saying one thing, doing another. Yeah, but at the same time, whenever I get the mask energy, I always feel like, you know, a lot of people do wear masks as a way of maintaining control in a situation until you're ready, where you feel like you're super, super safe in a situation, you know, where you feel like that, right? Because it's very important for you to, I mean, look, we have the North Node energy. The North Node is all about learning and growing. We have Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. It's a very pragmatic problem-solving energy about your future, where it is that you're going. And then we have the second house, which is of resources and things that you value, right? And this is, again, we have an Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. It's about the future. So you're very focused on the future, learning, moving into something, your day-to-day, how things are playing out in the day-to-day. You're very concerned about these things, Cancer, and I can't say that I blame you. But there is this mask energy that we can't ignore. Messages coming in, though, with that journey. Messages. I mean, this is an indicator within career, but I don't want to really address that element of it yet until we get to that part. But it's about making the right call, right? The right action. Doing what you need to do. Page of Cups. Sort of truth coming out. Here's what. Interesting that we got the 8. The 8 of Swords there. 2 of Cups and 4 of Cups. You got the Fool. It's a Uranus energy. Uranus rules Aquarius. Lots of future vibe in here. 4 coins. Who's feeling the need to protect themselves? Okay, so coming into this energy, we have the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is a Venus and Cancer energy. So it's, you know, thinking about relationship, making a commitment to each other, saying that, yeah, we want to, you know, work at this together. I want to be with you. Beautiful relationship energy. Current situation right now, we have the Ace of Swords. So some sort of information has come in. Something has come to light. This could even be you just realizing something about the person or about the relationship. It's being crossed by the Page of Cups. The page indicates a new cycle, some sort of message coming in about love, about emotions, about this person. Now, this could be this person. This person can be rather immature. Can be somebody with what I call like a low EQ, right? The low emotional intelligence, where it doesn't have any reflection on their intellect. They can be quite successful, very intelligent. But when it comes to the emotional aspects of commitment, you know, this could be something that you're realizing, Cancer, that you're realizing that at the end of the day, or the person that you're dealing with, maybe you're not as ready as you thought you were for a certain connection and commitment. Could be. But there is this lack of maturity here. And you do, when you get the Page of Cups, you really want to make sure that that person their talk is matching their walk for sure. And that is that one energy where you really have to be careful of. Now, the 8 of Swords energy is the card of feeling like you're not quite sure if you belong there anymore. You're just not quite sure. Where you feel like there can be some gossip going around, right? The air energy is words, communication. But it has you trapped, and you're in the space of just not being very clear on what's going on, right? You're just not sure. And it's Jupiter in Gemini, and Jupiter expands whatever it's in, right? So it's this expansion of Gemini, which is this all about communication, right? And it's something just sort of kind of blowing up and exploding, and you guys, I'm not even going to say having an argument, but it's just this information coming to light, and you're like, I don't even know if I belong here anymore. I'm just not sure. You know, you don't feel like You like almost feel like your shoes are on the wrong feet in the relationship. And the foundation energy is the Four of Cups. And this is the checklist card where you're like, you know, I can't deal with when they do A, B, and C. And you're feeling very restless and, you know, you're just not feeling like things are right. Now, for those of you who've been married for a long time, you're together for a long time, doesn't necessarily mean that you're married. If you're together for a long time, some of you may be feeling very bored right now, wondering if you even belong in this connection anymore. You know, and that this is a solvable thing. And I know that sounds very harsh and horrible, but you know, what's necessary is to have some romance infused back into this connection. You can do it if you feel moved to do it, unless you feel overwhelmed with the idea of just feeling like you just simply don't belong anymore. Although we have this. Now, it's interesting. I do want to mention, too, the Page of Cups and the Four of Cups. These are very young energies. You know, normally, the Four of Cups, normally on most tarot cards, the guy on the card is very young, like maybe like 9 or 10 years old. You know, so usually it's this kind of energy where it's like, well, I don't like when they do that, and I don't like when they do that. And all of these things can be very valid that you're not liking, or they may be saying to themselves they don't like about you, because, you know, it's a general message. But you need to look at that needs to be looked at closer. As I always say with the Four of Cups, is a very deep energy, because whatever you're identifying that you're feeling uncomfortable about, you have to really get in touch with what is it within you that's poking at. Is it an unhealed wound? Is it just something you don't want to deal with? Like, what is the story behind what their actions are poking at in you? Why exactly? What's going on where you don't feel like you belong anymore? Like, exactly what's going on? What is the story behind this? But it's this realization, I just feel like, Cancer. You're just realizing something. You're in a space of self-protection. The Four of Coins can indicate being in a mode of self-protection. You know, holding on to your money. Some of you may be doing that if you're with an energy who's like helping themselves to your stuff, for sure. But not so negative. I mean, that would be more of a negative perspective. You could just be in a space of being very protective of your mental, physical, and emotional self, right? Feeling very protective because you're just not sure what's going to be happening. Now, the energy external to you, we have the Six of Swords. So I get that the energy external to you actually, it seems like, identified something in this connection as being toxic and then feeling like they needed to move away from it. You know? Yeah. Or this could be an energy that's calling to you, you know, where you're in this mode of self-protection and you're just feeling this very strong pull to at least in your mind, if not everybody could just get up and move, particularly if you're living with somebody. You know, it's very, I mean, I don't even recommend that you just get up and leave unless you have all the resources and everything that you need to do that. You know, why put yourself out in that kind of situation? But this could certainly indicate moving away from toxicity, being in the planning phase, or this could be the energy that you're dealing with, them doing that, where, you know, they're making a decision to leave what they're considering to be a toxic situation. It's all very subjective, right? I mean, it just is. And then we have in your fear position is the Four of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you're afraid are you ever going to have that security? Are you guys ever going to get to that point? This is the honeymoon card. You know, this is a great energy. It's Venus in Aries. It's this new path. Are you guys ever going to be able to have that, you know, where there's that peace? Because I feel like you're not really feeling this sense of peace and you just not knowing. And then we have the Knight of Coins. So as the outcome. This is the outcome is a Leo and Virgo energy. So Leo is about, you know, generosity, putting yourself out there in a very, very practical way. Very practical way. Virgo is very practical, having to do with money, communicating about money, communicating about what's necessary in a very practical way about how you guys are going to actually move forward in the future, because the Fool is all about the future. It's Uranus. It's doing something totally different. It's a brand new path. It's a new approach. Okay? New approach. Now, for some of you, that's going to resonate with many of you. For others of you, you're in this mode of self-protection while somebody that you're with is leaving. So somebody has decided that, you know, their subjective view of this relationship is that it's toxic, and they have decided to leave. Or, like I said, you were being called to leave and you decided to do that, even though your fear is, will I ever meet the right person? Will I ever have that firm foundation that I'm looking for? And this Knight of Coins can certainly be somebody coming in that you're very attracted to, who's very down to earth, and they have their act together when it comes to money and connection. This could be a new energy, and you entering a new path into your new future. Because the Fool, keep in mind, is taking a calculated risk and going on a path that's uncharted in your life, like you've never done it like this before. So you're going to know which interpretation resonates with you. You're certainly going to know. Yes, I am feeling inclined to say, because I'm feeling like, in a weird way, Cancer, dare I say, like almost like you grew out of this relationship, or you're just not seeing it the same way, or some sort of change happened. Even though, you guys, I have to tell you though, I'm not getting I'm actually not getting malice here. I'm not getting malice. I'm getting that there's good intention in trying to save something, but it just doesn't feel right anymore. It just doesn't. And it's not resonating with you in the way that, at least, that you would like. Yeah. Because there's a lot of future-driven energies here, right? We got the North Node. We have this idea of, you know, of learning. We got Aquarius, which is all about doing something different than what you're doing now, right? It's just this energy of future, of new, of releasing. And you're very focused on the future. So if this person doesn't want to come with you, you know, you may be realizing that they're saying that they want A, B, and C, but they're not showing up in that way that you need. Or you may be doing that. You know, general messages, guys. It's, you know. All right, so let's pull some heart oracles first, and then we'll pull some Island Time Wellness, and we'll see what other oracles we might need to pull. We'll pull Shadowscape as qualifiers. Love Call. Kisses. Abundance. Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. Fabulous, Cancer. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. I do like this. I definitely see you guys in a weird space. So then we have Love Call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection. Falling in love. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. All right. Let's pull some Shadowscape. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your love will magically, relationship will magically transform. Oh, interesting. 8 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Okay. The Star. It's future. It's Aquarius. King of Cups. 10 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Okay, Cancer. Listen. This is what I'm getting here. We got look at these two. We got 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is Saturn and Pisces. This is you without regret but sadness, but without regret, choosing to walk away from something. Because you know that whatever you're in with this energy is not going to bring you to where you really want to be in a relationship. You know that. You know it's toxic. You know it's not going to serve you in the long run. And so you're making this decision to end things. And hopefully you're going to do it in a way of grace, right? Because that you're going to be in a situation where you're not going to want to face the person, but you don't want to ghost anyone, that you don't want them to ghost you. You know, no ghosting here. This should just be a healthy conversation about the things that aren't working out. It's going to go a lot better than you would imagine it's going to be, because again, we have the Eight of Swords. Something's changed. You don't feel the same in this connection anymore. You don't feel like you belong. You don't feel like you fit. You know, again, you're feeling kind of like a circle and a square. For some reason, something's going on where the energy is just not the same. And it's very, very taxing for you. We have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is, I have to put these down. Saturn and Sagittarius, it becomes too heavy. Saturn, when it's in a sign, is just very, it's like wearing cement shoes or like trying to make your way through sludge, right? It really is that about just struggle and restriction, right? And it's super challenging to actually move forward in when it's in, especially Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is about forward movement, quick. It's a fire sign. It's ruled by Jupiter. It's about luck and expansion. It's about moving forward with integrity. And you just feeling like, I'm getting nowhere fast in this relationship. Where the hell are we going? Man, you're being very concerned about your future, and you're saying like, what am I doing? It's gnawing at you in that mice energy, right? Right? And then the horse here, the horse rune is telling me that it's about your stress is about how are we progressing? What's the future going to look like? How are things going to move forward? Can I trust this person the way I really want to trust the person? And we have the Three of Wands. This is my favorite minor arcana. This is a beautiful energy, man. It really is. It's Sun in Aries. It's like this beautiful energy is calling you. You're feeling called forward, man. You just are. This is somebody this is a text message, an email, a phone call. You meeting somebody online. You meeting somebody through friends. Absolutely can happen through friends, but it's this beckoning of you being called forward on this path by this energy that has a very beautiful perspective of you, a very beautiful appreciation for you and what it is that you bring to the table. So it's so good. It's so good. And we have the King of Cups, which, you know, hello, Libra and Scorpio. So there's transformation in your relationship sector here. Scorpio is about an ending and a simultaneous new beginning, and it's with Libra, which is the 7th house of partnerships, right? Somebody professing these emotions coming in and really having a very full cup to offer you, and knowing what that means. See, the King of Cups understands relationship, understands what's necessary. And then we have the Star. You're going to be healing from this. This is Aquarius. This is the future. It's Aquarius, ruled by Uranus. It's, yeah. Yeah. And it's being with somebody different than you've been with before. There's a very interesting energy that I'm vibing here right now. But this is the thing. I feel like for many of you, you almost feel stuck in something. But this is where you have to close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful, regardless of the circumstances that you currently find yourself in. And I feel like it's like you're trying to manifest this person, Cancer. Look deep within your heart, you will feel my love. It's a very general but sort of blanketed kind of energy. That's like a manifesting kind of saying. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you guys are going to end up together. You need to understand that. And I know a lot of you aren't going to like that. But a lot of times this is about forgiveness, because when we have, this is the thing, we have the Eight of Cups, when we have two eights together, when we have the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords, it's like the energy does not want this to end on a bad note. The energy doesn't want it. I know that sounds crazy, and I know that sounds impossible, depending on the situation and the person that you're dealing with, but it really is a situation where I don't feel like anybody's really a bad guy here. It's just that it's not feeling right to you anymore. It's certainly not feeling right. And you're just very for the abundance, unconditional love. And this is the thing too, which is the giveaway, the kisses, which is in the center. It has to do with falling in love. So this is not an older energy. This is a new energy. And it's somebody expressing their feelings to you, that with the love call, love text, whatever, you know, the day and age that we're in. But you have to maintain a positive mindset, right? Have gratitude. Focus on the positive. But this is what I see happening in relationship. Yeah, I'm sensing that you're just very focused on your future. Very focused on your future right now. I do understand that, you know, yeah. All right, so let's pull for career. I mean, you know, the Lenormand and the runes are really very much about career, for sure. Absolutely. You know, the mice can even take on an additional dimension here. You know, because think about mice gnawing away, eating away, like somebody sort of dwindling away your resources over time, you know, eating away at your business if you have like a business partnership kind of situation. Or there's like, oh, you're working full-time, now you're working half-time, now you're working quarter-time. The money's not the same, the opportunity's not the same, it's not feeling the same. It's sort of eating away at you, right? But there is this negative aspect within your career that's an issue. If you're relating with this reading in that way, it's again gnawing at you, won't leave you alone. But again, you're very, very focused and really wondering and concerned about your progress, your future, your change, your movement, your trust. And again, this is a heaven energy in the rune. So there's somebody from the other side is helping you out. It could just be spirit. It could be a loved one that's crossed over that you're feeling very connected to. You're very the veil is very thin this whole summer between. So if your dreams are weird or you're feeling energies around you where your back gets hot or cold, particularly tingles, you feel it in the back of the top of your arms, that kind of stuff, that's just somebody trying to communicate with you for sure. Okay, and then we have the man. So again, no, this could be you. This could be a boss that you're dealing with, a coworker or a colleague, any sort of male that's creating this unrest, this unease, right? This unease, you know, but you guys are talking, but yet it's like, then we have the mask. So you're talking, but are they even telling you the truth? Are they giving you the full scoop? Are you giving them the full scoop? Or you're feeling like, you know what, I realize I don't even want to be in this anymore. You realizing this, right? Because then we have the rune of journey, which is like a message coming into you about your career and you being very focused on getting in control and making the right moves. So you may not want to give away all of your cards, right? But you're very focused on, you know, learning something new, growing in something. Absolutely. Controlling your day-to-day work environment. Virgo is that 6th house of day-to-day work environment. You're looking to make some changes and you're focused on your resources and your money. And you're focusing totally on like, let's move it on, Aquarius. You know, it's all about Aquarius energy here. Some of you may be in the tech industry, having something to do with technology, but regardless, it has to do with the future. You could be involved in something that has to do with the overall good for humanity, or the ability for people to feel better about themselves in the future, have an easier life into the future. You may be just very focused on that. You're very, okay. You're confused about a new career, but the Ace of Pentacles is a new job opportunity, which is beautiful. 6 of Swords, leaving the toxicity, going to a healthier space, but being in charge. King of Swords, beautiful energy. So somebody's ego, I feel like, was an issue coming up to the space where you felt like you had to stroke somebody's ego at work, or there had to be some sort of something like that having to do with the ego situation. I do like the near future energy. Page of Wands, you're very excited about a new idea. I'm really liking these. Beautiful. Yep. Yeah, listen, something's ending, but I like it. I feel like somebody was talking out of both sides of their mouth for you, because we have the 10 of Wands energy here as the external energy to you. So that indicates the ending of a cycle. But look, You're the Page of Wands, so who cares? I mean, you're very focused on the right thing right now, Cancer, which I really like. But you're confused. We have the Hangman, which is a Neptune energy, so this is you pressing the pause button right now and thinking things through. You're really thinking things through, which I really like, because you're considering this new path. Some of you might be considering a new career altogether, a new path, a new major in school. Some of you may be in the midst of dealing with some sort of new employment. But crowning the energy is moving away from something that you viewed as toxic, that wasn't good, that wasn't even going to that just wasn't going to bring you where you were looking to go, right? And you're just being really honest with yourself. We have the King of Swords. So this could be you, because it's a core card. This could be you. This could be somebody that you're dealing with, or just a general energetic influence. But regardless, it's Capricorn and Aquarius, no matter how you slice it. Capricorn is the sign of work, and Aquarius is about the future and doing something different. So this could be somebody offering you a new job. This could be just the energy of new work surrounding you, where you're going to have some options. It really doesn't matter. Or this could just be you creating a new line of work for yourself, a new area, or a new opportunity, rather, within something. But you are, you're the Page in it. You're very excited. You're young in it. You're learning, right? You're very, very excited. You want to make sure, though, that you're very excited, and this is really great, and you're very motivated, and this is something that you feel super passionate about. And I'm not saying this to rain in your parade at all, but because this is you're young in this idea and this approach, you really want to make sure that you're reading everything, that you're thinking things through, right? That's very important. But look, external to you is the Ten of Wands, Saturn and Sagittarius. It just became too challenging to try to move forward in this. It became too challenging to try to continue. So somebody could have fired you, or this could have just been the energy that was surrounding you in your work environment. You're like, I am out of that toxic hellhole. I don't want to be there anymore. Even if they're a bunch of nice people, it doesn't necessarily mean that. The world is weird right now. We can't blame anybody. We have to be super kind to each other, but this is just not good for you, is what I'm seeing here. And your fear is the Five of Wands. So you're afraid of getting into a battle of the wills with somebody. Who wants that? No one, right? So yeah, there's this, fear of ego, battling things out. I see it this way. No, I see it this way. And you're fearing that, though. It's fear. It's not real. Meaning it's not actually happening. It just could be something that you're wanting to avoid. But the outcome here is the Nine of Pentacles, which I love this, because this is Venus in Virgo. So Virgo is that problem solver energy. It's about work. It's a pentacle energy. It's earthy. And Venus being in there is that beautiful trifecta that you're going to be working really hard and feeling really good about yourself and making the money that you want, and you're going to be able to breathe, where you're finally going to have a couple of extra bucks to do a little something that maybe you haven't felt so comfortable to do up to this point, right, for whatever reason. So you haven't fully arrived yet, but there's breathing room here finally, and it's comfortable, and you want to celebrate, and that's what you're going to be doing in the near future. So we like this, right? The Three of Cups energy is Mercury in Cancer. It's this communication in Cancer about roots, family, home, metaphorically speaking, your foundation, your security. And that's what you're all about. You guys are all about that, right? You guys are all about the fourth house. It's very important for you to feel safe in something. When you don't feel safe in something, it's very hard for you to let yourself go and give 100%. It really is. I totally get it. But I see this all going really, really beautifully. So I do see there being change. I see there being new opportunity. You having a very healthy mindset. I'm not saying it's going to be easy peasy, because the Ten of Wands is never easy. And I get that you're afraid of some sort of conflict, but just stay positive. Stay positive, right? Maintain that healthy mindset. Positivity, positivity, positivity. You got to stay with the wood, because it's about positive energy. Okay, positive energy, tapping in. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked my energy, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff that you guys know what to do. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.